Meghan and Harry have thrilled thousands of royal fans at Sydney's Bondi beach, as the world's most famous couple kicked off the fourth day of their whirlwind Australian tour. The mother and father-to-be arrived at the iconic beach just before Friday, waving to the cheering crowd as they made their way to the sand. Meghan wore a khaki maxi dress by Australian designer Martin Grant, while the prince opted for a more casual look compared with previous days, donning beige chinos and a blue shirt. Harry kicked off his shoes as soon as he hit the world-famous stretch of sand, before his beaming wife followed suit, and unstrapped her heeled wedges. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex were presented floral lace as they joined an anti-bad vibes circle, taking part in Fluoro Friday, a mental health awareness session organized by local surfing group One Wave. As they chatted on the sand, Meghan spoke about her pregnancy, telling another expectant mother it was rather like jet lag. Prince Harry, who is known for his mental health advocacy, and co-founded the charity Heads Together, in 2016, told the group mental issues don't discriminate. Harry said each and every one of us will experience poor mental health at some stage in our lives, said Charlotte Connell. Harry said it took me not 6 months, but 18 months to find the right person to speak to. You're not going to find the right person to speak to straight away. In recent years, Harry has opened up about own struggles following the death of his mother, Princess Diana, in 1997, when he was just 12. Ms. Connell, who is 23 weeks pregnant and is the mother of Finn, too, revealed what Meghan told the group about being an expectant mother. Meghan told me that pregnancy was like having jet lag. She said she was up at 4:30 am this morning, doing yoga in her room as she couldn't sleep, she said. It's a bit of a double whammy for her, she said, as she has both the baby and the jet lag to contend with. We both talked about how you feel jet-lagged even though you have not traveled anywhere. Even in her jet lag she got up to do yoga this morning, at 4:30 am. Physical activity like yoga and surfing is so good for healing your mind. As she left, Meghan told the group that she was loving her first experience of Australia. It is so great to be here, she said. Gabriella Quayle said after the anti-bad vibes session, "Oh my goodness, they were just so real, so relatable. They shared their own experiences, which was amazing." Harry said seeking help was the best thing he had ever done. He was really open and honest. He said it doesn't matter who you open up to, they don't have to be professional. Anyone can be there for you. It could be your best mate or a stranger. You just need to open up to them. Ms. Quayle added, they talked about the strangeness of their own situation, and the lives they lead, but that at the end of the day they are just real people. They are just human beings. One Wave founder Grant Trebulko said the couple had been so nice, so friendly. They were so open. Harry said asking for help was not a sign of weakness but a sign of strength. We need to talk about this stuff. No matter what you are going through, you don't have to do it alone, he said. Meghan shared how yoga is her escape, she does yoga daily, and how her mom is a yoga instructor. Harry talked about how everyone has their different recipe, and how much sports can help with your mental health. He said he and Meghan had surfed before. We tried to get him in and told him we had a wetsuit and surfboard ready for him, but he said he couldn't. They were so engaging, they had time for everyone and really felt part of the One Wave community. Mr. Trebulko suffered from mental health issues for a decade, but felt unable to talk about them. He was eventually diagnosed as being bipolar and hospitalized. He said surfing was his savior and he finally felt able to open up to his closest friends, who were incredibly sympathetic to him, and also shared issues of their own. He then created Fluoro Fridays, where people dress up in fluorescent clothes and go to the beach, with the aim of fostering an atmosphere where others can open up about their own mental health issues. To have the Duke and Duchess down at Fluoro Friday helped make mental health visible around the world, Mr. Trebulko said. One thing that really stood out for me was that Prince Harry said asking for help is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of strength. Mental health is invisible. You can't see when people are struggling. Wearing the bright fluoro helps start conversations that never usually happen around mental health. It reduces that barrier. Those bright colors show we can make it visible and we don't have to go through it alone. Bondi local Charlie Adams is happy the royal couple are using their influence to shine a spotlight on mental illness and one wave. I think there is still a lot of stigma around mental health, and it's great that Harry and Meghan are addressing that here today, Adams said. Meanwhile, Jacob Andrews, 12, has met some of the world's biggest pop stars, from Justin Bieber to Selena Gomez and Rihanna, but as far as he's concerned, none match the celebrity status of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Friday was the second time Jacob had met Prince Harry, following an encounter at Circular Quay when he was 7. This time Jacob did not get a selfie with the young royal, but Meghan took a copy of a picture he had taken with her husband the first time they met. "I was nervous," Jacob said of the wait at Bondi Beach. "Mum was nervous. Everyone was pushing and it went crazy. But it was worth the effort when the couple approached him on the sand. I said hi, nice to meet you. They said thank you." During his conversation with the royals, Jacob handed Meghan a toy kangaroo dressed in pajamas, for the couple's first child. Jacob, who has also met actors Tom Cruise, Dwayne Johnson and Zac Efron, said Friday's encounter with the prince topped them all. "Probably up the top because he's one of the royals," he said. "And he wouldn't even miss a day's school. I'm just going to be a bit late," he said. "I have to get McDonald's first." Meanwhile, local artist Liz Mania arrived at the iconic beach, at about 5:30 am, with hopes of being the first half-woman, half-fish to meet the royal couple. "I'm the Bondi mermaid," the local institution said. "We're just going to say hello to the Duke and Duchess. I'm going to be lying down in the water there." Liz Mania, which has been her real name for the past 12 years, was with her Pomeranian poodle, Tipsitos. "Tipsitos is going to be the first merpuppy that gets a royal hug," she said. "This is going to be the first time that the Duke and Duchess have glitter on them. They will later take part in a youth advocate program, and will talk with students about social justice and youth empowerment." The purpose of Duke and Duchess of Sussex's visit will come back into focus, with the prince officially marking the arrival of the Invictus Games, in the harbour city. Harry will then take his trip to Sydney to new heights by climbing the harbour bridge. To officially welcome the Games to the city, the Duke, Prime Minister Scott Morrison and athletes will scale the bridge, to plant the Invictus flag. But the Duchess of Sussex will give the bridge climb a miss. The Newlyweds Tour coincides with the Invictus Games in Sydney, which runs from October 20 to 28.